What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Niners Now podcast. I'm Niners Jess from the East Coast Red and Gold podcast, along with Niner Beto from Niner Sickness podcast. What's going on, Beto?
What's up, Jess? Another Friday. It seems that we might have some news.
Yeah, definitely. Probably within the last, I'd say, 15, 20 minutes. Trey Lance has been traded to the Dallas Cowboys, and the 49ers received a fourth round pick. Thoughts?
Well, question, because I haven't really read it. Did the Cowboys pay the rest of the guaranteed contract for Trey?
I don't believe that was said yet. All that's been saying was that he was traded, we get a fourth, and that's it. I'm
Cow
assuming the 900,000 or whatever it is will now go to Nick Bosa, but I don't think one has to do with the other, to be
well,
honest.
if the Niners saved that amount, then the Cowboys had to pay for everything. The Niners cannot have an extra 940 if the Cowboys did not pay everything. So
Then they
that
must
means
have.
yeah. How do everybody that knows me knows that the Cowboys are my least favorite team, but uh, based on how everything went down, how the Niners felt that Trey Lance did not work out here in San Francisco for whatever reason, they didn't have the you know. Could Trey Lance still be the guy? Absolutely, but the Niners did not have the luxury to wait on him any longer. They gave him his opportunity last year. It's like people are going to say that the Niners did Trey wrong. Well, the Niners gave him $30 million to start off. Anybody who gives me $30 million, it's not starting me off wrong. But talk to football wise, they did give him his opportunity last year to play. They named him QB1, but unfortunately, he got hurt. And unfortunately for him, and fortunate for Brock, Brock came in and played very well when his opportunity was called, and the Niners felt better going with Brock. So they didn't want this to be a distraction through the whole out season. They probably wanted Trey to go somewhere where he would get the opportunity to compete and maybe or start over at the very least start over, not having to deal with this media, not having to deal with these fan bases, but start somewhere fresh. And the Niners gave he probably chose the Cowboys, and the Niners gave him up to the Cowboys. So it's another chapter. We move on, and let's see if we win. I tell you one thing though, I don't understand why the fan base is going to be like this, but if we lose games, we're going to hear it all year long that we should have kept Trey. And it's about and some Niner fans are going to root against Brock Purdy to fail, so that their narrative can be displayed. And I don't understand why you want your starting QB to fail, because if he fails, the team fails. So I don't know. Am I happy he went to the Cowboys? Probably not, but that's just me as a fan. But as a person, I'm happy he went somewhere where he can flourish and be developed on a team. And then we moved on. And for better or for worse, the Niners made the decision with the two quarterbacks, or actually three now, because I'm pretty sure they're going to keep Brandon Allen. And we go forward. Let's win games and let's win a Super Bowl.
You know, the Niners said that they were going to do right by Trey. They did not send him to a dumpster fire. They sent him to one of the best teams in the NFC. This is definitely not like the Charles Haley scenario. It's completely different. Charles Haley was an all pro. Trey Lance has 4 starts. We are in a win now mode, and we just did not have the time to wait for him to develop. All in all, it just didn't work out. And now he's traded to Dallas, and we move on, and we're all in on Brock Purdy. I've seen fans now say that they're going to become Cowboys fans. Um,
Bye.
yeah, I mean, their Cowboys bandwagon is in full, so please go and join them. Um,
If they're going to talk shit here, I rather them go root for the Cowboys than talk shit about the Niners.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
that tells you how real fans they are. You know,
Yeah.
so
Like I said, at the end of the day, it just didn't work out. Not everybody hits on these draft picks. Um, like I said, we're in a win now mode, and that's that.
yeah, the people that are going to become Cowboy fans over this, I don't know how old they are, but never get married. Never get married. I really cannot express that enough because what happens if your spouse loses a limb? Oh, it's time to go find a new spouse because I ain't taking care of her or him. Give me a break. You go ups and downs with your team. This is why we use the word faithful. Things not always go the way that we like it. Some things do, some things don't. For those that love Brock, things are going the way that they like it. For those that love Trey, not so much. But at the end of the day, you still got to support the team. You don't have to agree with the decision. You can complain all you want. You can call Kyle an idiot. You want to fire Kyle, over this because they took him with the two number ones and they gave him up for a fourth. But the last time I checked, coaches don't really get fired for missing or hitting on draft picks. They get fired when they're not winning games. And the last time I checked, Kyle is winning a lot of games. And why would you want to fire a coach that is winning games just because he didn't handle a situation the right way according to you, the fan? I just don't see it. I don't like it either. This is going to go down as one of the bad trades in Niners history, but it happens. Draft draft picks are a crapshoot. You don't know what you're getting. You're either getting a Solomon Thomas or you're getting a Nick Bosa. You either, in the case of Kittle, you're either getting Kittle or you're getting a bad player, and it's a crapshoot. I don't care how much you scout. I don't care how much you look at into a player, the family, the background. It is a crapshoot. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And somebody made a point real quick that I would like to share, and this bug is coming to join the show. Um, um, 2020 was a bad year for us. Not only did we just come off a Super Bowl appearance in 2019, but we come into 2020, COVID hits. Um, we get kicked out of California as the Niners. They have to play their remaining games in Arizona. Half of the team got hurt. So the Niners, you want to say something? I can't see your hand.
I do. I
Okay,
want to say something.
I forgot my
Um,
glasses. Sorry.
there are comments that now Dallas has our playbook. No, they do not. Um,
Oh my God, really? These people don't
we
have no
don't
confidence in
start
Kyle.
we don't start game planning. We started game planning, but we don't officially start putting stuff in until after the preseason. And if that's the case, everybody who gets released from us is now going to tell everybody what our playbook is.
It's
That's dumb.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that either. It doesn't. Not with you, but with the comment you read about that Cowboys have our playbook. Kyle is smart enough to make adjustments. And that's just no players will get traded. Period. No traders will get played during the season. Why is the trade deadline all the way into October? If that was the case, we're playing the Cowboys once, maybe twice if we see them in the postseason. At best, Trey can tell them the way Kyle thinks. Trey can tell him, this is what he likes to do, his tendencies. He can share that. That's his new team. That if you say that, I can agree. Kyle. When Kyle in this situation he likes to do this, in this situation it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but this is what he likes to do in a certain situations. I can understand that happening, but to say that they're going to know our complete playbook is ridiculous. It just is. Now I'm bringing up comments, but I forgot. I came into the car because I don't want you guys to hear the birds. As it is, we started late because I had to wait on Jess. No, just kidding. They had to wait on me, and I ran out without my glasses, so I cannot see shit. So I'm bringing them up. You're gonna read them, and
Yeah,
then
I'll
I'm
read
on
them.
my phone. One against me, I'm on my phone. Then I have no glasses. See, I can't see shit. So I'm just gonna click on them. If you find one that is interesting, let me know. Just tell me to keep it on there, and then I'll leave it on there.
Okay.
Other than that, it is what it is, man. I hate that we wasted, and this is another thing. People's been saying that, well, if the Niners did not take Cap, there's so many other players they could have taken. There's so many. Hindsight is 2020. We know that Sartain is a good corner now. We know certain players are good, but we didn't know that back then. And back then, and as I was saying, 2020 was a bad year. The morale was bad. Half of our team was hurt. We had just came off a championship year. We went to another year where we were 6-10, terrible year. So the Niners got desperate, and that desperation, in my opinion, the Niners decided to change quarterbacks, and they made a judgment call to move up. Now they know that it wasn't the right move, especially when they did not really know which quarterback they wanted. But then there's some speculation that Kyle really wanted Mac Jones. And at this point, Mac Jones is not all that great either with Belichick, but I wonder how he would have been under Kyle.
Yeah, but
And
you know what? We'll never know that, and it's neither here nor there at this point. You know,
no, it's not.
they're obviously showing that they're all in on Brock Purdy. Um,
They did get lucky with Brock
and
Purdy,
that's
though.
it. What's
They
that?
did get lucky with Brock Purdy for sure.
They did.
There's no denying that. The Niners will be. I don't know if they'll tell you, but they'll tell each other. John Lynch and Kyle have probably said it multiple times to each other, like, "Wow, we blew this with Trey. We blew it. Thank God that we ran into." Now they like. Um, sorry about the ice cream truck. They liked either the birds or the ice cream truck.
Can't
Um,
win.
can't win. No, no. Um, so it's either, you know, this ice cream truck threw me off. Um, threw me off my track. What was I saying about? Oh, they were talking to each other and saying we screwed this up with Trey. We did the wrong thing, but we at least we end up with Brock. They kind of like Brock. That's why they drafted him. But let's be honest, Brock was taken in the last pick. Any team could have taken Brock away from us. So it was luck that we took Brock where we did. We took him
and
at the
with
last pick.
and with Sam Darnold, I mean, Sam Darnold was on Kyle's radar since last year.
I think Kyle. I think Sam Donald was on Kyle's radar since Sam Donald got drafted. You know that people said that if we would have drafted, if we didn't have Jimmy, and we would have drafted back then, that we could have taken Josh Allen. I said, no, we wouldn't have. Guess who the Niners would have taken? Sam Donald over Josh Allen.
Dawn just said that some idiot just said we should have kept Jimmy G.
Jimmy G, whether we should have kept him. Listen, the only reason why Jimmy G's not here, whether you want to argue with me or not, that's up to you. It's not because of his playing. He won games. Whether you think he was good or not, that's your opinion. He won games. The reason why he's not here is because he couldn't stay healthy. He kept getting hurt. I guarantee you, if Jimmy never got hurt or did not get hurt as frequent as he did, Trey Lance would have never been drafted, and Jimmy G would have still been a quarterback. Whether we would have won Super Bowls with him or not, Kyle liked him and Kyle used him. But when he saw Trey play, he's like, wow, I got Jimmy back, but a better version of Jimmy with Brock. Why wouldn't he get excited to start Brock this year?
Yeah, I don't know. Dina said that, what up, family? I almost choked on my dinner when I saw the news. All I can say is damn.
What's up, Dina? I'm sorry if I'm not acknowledging anyone, but you know what? Bear with me. I'm gonna try to get this fixed sooner rather than later. Try to see if I can get a computer to get this network working again. Um, but
Uh, let's see. Dina also said, I'm going to put this out there. I did not like what was done to Trey, but I'm still a 49er fan and will always be a 49er fan. I wish the best for Trey. I'm just thankful he's not going to the Pigeons.
yes, yes. I think what I'm gonna yeah. Um, let's see here. If there's a comment you want me to bring up, let me know if you see
James
it.
James says we've just put the 49ers playbook in the Cowboys' hands. Playoffs disaster, here we come.
Was that
Disagree.
the comment that you read earlier?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see. I can't. I'm just clicking. Maybe I shouldn't click because I don't know what I'm clicking on. I'm just clicking. I can see them pop up, but I can't read what it says before I click on it, and I don't want it. Maybe I don't want to click on one. Uh, so
Uh,
you guys can go ahead and comment in the comments for tonight. Um, I have my iPad that I normally would have with me. You know what? With me, but unfortunately, like a dummy, I didn't charge it, so I didn't. I can't use it out here. But
we
anyway,
got
let's
Dawn in
just
the
move on.
house. Steve O says, stop crying. David McNiner,
What's up,
Brandon,
David? What's up, Steve-O? What's up, 49er
Randy,
Minded? I saw them in there. I think
Bashar. What's going on, guys? Niner Gang podcast. James Dernall.
we got Ronnie, I believe.
Yep.
Brandon's in here. Brandon, did you delete our intro from Restream? Freaking Brandon. Don't say you didn't, because you know you did, because it wasn't
We
on there.
got
What's up,
Ty
Ty?
Alston in the house. What's going on?
Ty's gonna be a Cowboy fan. Are you gonna be a Cowboys fan, Ty? What's up, Dion? My brother Dion's in the house. What's up, Dion? Know what intro? You know what? Well, you know what? Maybe I just didn't see. You know what? You know what? Scratch
You
that.
probably
I
didn't
can't see
see
it.
it.
Yeah. I'm a Mexican. I like to blame people for shit without having no proof. So, uh,
Nice job. Way to go.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Brandon. If it's my fault, I apologize publicly. I love Brandon. My Brandon's my cute little Italian guy. Um, so thoughts. Him going to, you know what? I hope and wish the best for Trey. I really do. It sucks that he went to the Cowboys. I just hate the Cowboys, but I wish him the best. I hope he can resurrect his career. I hope they can develop him there properly, and I hope he can get his career back on track. I think he would have been just too much of a distraction here, going from the number one pick. I mean, well, the third overall pick, going from everything that we gave up to go get him, and then going from QB1 last year to QB3 this year, that would have been too much on the kid. That would have been too much on the 49ers. That would have been too much on the kid. Uh, if we win games or we lose games, it would have been up and down. Put him in. You know, it would have just been such a distraction for both parties. Sometimes divorces are ugly, but you got to get it done and move on. You can hate the Niners, you can hate Kyle, you can hate this and hate that, but at the end of the day, it happened. We can't change it. We just gotta hope that Brock is the real deal. We just gotta hope that Brock can win us a championship. Because if he wins us a championship, this whole situation will be forgotten. But if he can't, we'll be reminded years from now, especially if the Dallas Cowboys kick our ass in about 5 years with Trey at the helm.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think that Trey would have been a distraction.
You don't think really?
Yeah, I really don't think so. But you know what? Like at this point, he's gone. It is what it is. I wish him the very best. He's getting a fresh start. Um, and like Kyle said, he wants to do right by Trey, and he didn't send him to a dumpster fire. Sent him to one of the best teams in the NFC, the Cowgirls. So it is what it is. Time to move on. We have to sign Nick Bosa, and we have to get ready for Week 1.
Yeah, yeah. If anything, right now, the concern shouldn't be that we traded Trey. It should be that Bosa's not signed yet. At least that's for me. For me, I'm more concerned about Bosa not being signed yet more than Trey. Because even if Trey would have stayed here, he would have been QB3. Okay, I understand. The norm for the Niners, we go through quarterbacks like some people go through underwear, through a lot. But typically, the ideal is you start with your starter and you end the season with your starter. And we're not, just because we went through all these quarterbacks last year, Jess, it doesn't mean we're going to go through that same scenario this year. It can be
That's true.
possibly that we go through the whole year with Brock without getting hurt. So I understand people are like, we should have kept him because we go through quarterbacks like nobody's business, but there's no guarantee that that's the case. And then people are like, history not always repeats itself. Um, and I think he would have been a distraction. I think that the minute that Brock got hurt, and if Sam Donald went in there and he struggled, everybody be wanted put in Trey, put in. I guarantee you, nobody's going to be barking to put in Brandon Allen as much as they would have been to put in Trey. So, and I think Trey deserves a new start, and I wish him well. I really do. I wish him the best. I hope that Trey succeeds. I hope he's successful. Whether we're successful or not, I wish the best for Trey because as a human being, he seems to be a great kid, a great person to get along with. I have no issues with him as a person because he looks like he's a wonderful kid. It's just his football. He's not a good quarterback. And people can hate me for that, but he's not a good quarterback. Not at least not yet. He could be, but we don't have the luxury to develop him any further. That luxury came and went last year when he got hurt. And no fault of his own. It's not his fault, but shit happens. And sometimes life isn't fair. I think if Trey would have stayed healthy last year and played the whole year, we would not be having this situation today. I don't think we would have been talking about Brock. We would not be talking about no trade. Trey would be our leader going in this year, but he would have more experience. But unfortunately for him, he got hurt, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Can you
So
read that? I
anything.
don't. I can't read what he put.
It's Bashar talking to Niner Gang Podcast. You are right. I remember trying to be positive about certain things, and you kept saying what you're saying now.
Oh, he's talking to Dion. Okay. All right. No worries. Yeah, walking out without my glasses was not a smart move in my part. That's what happens when you have this lovely lady rushing you and calling you you're worse than a woman,
I
which I
wasn't
am.
rushing you.
I told my wife that she busted up laughing. I go, can you believe what Jesse had the nerve to say? She goes, what? You go, I am worse, and she goes, I agree with her. You are worse than a woman because she has
I
to
mean,
wait on
my
me when
God,
we
how
go.
long does it take you to get ready?
When we when
Jesus.
we go when we go places, she's ready to go. I'm still getting ready. So, but
That's why I said I'm like, what's up, Gossip Girl? Because I had this inkling that you would be on the phone and you would miss the
no,
show.
I was in La La Land. You woke me up with a phone call. I kind of said I was in the restroom because I want to be embarrassed, but your phone call woke me up.
Oh, well,
But
good.
I
I'm
don't.
glad.
I yeah, because I would guess what? If you didn't call, Yeah, I don't want to even think about that. So I'm glad you called. And I went to sleep at 1 o'clock, so I figured, I'm safe. An hour nap, my ass.
If I didn't call you,
I would have still been sleeping
yeah.
because a text
Ty
wouldn't have
said that
done.
you were busy putting on your makeup.
Yes, yes, and fixing my bra. Yes, I had to make sure the bra is on properly. Ty, I love my boy Ty. I wonder what's going to happen to all the Trey fans. Are they going to become Cowboy fans? I don't know.
Well, I've seen
Hope
it
not.
already that people were gonna go and be Cowboys fans now.
I hope not. I really don't, because I've seen this happen before with Joe Montana when Joe Montana was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, and we went with Steve Young. Oh boy, as bad as this, I don't know. I think back. The only reason why I say this time around was worse than the Joe Montana trade is only because we didn't have social media back then. So social media can go as crazy, but I gotta figure that if social media existed back then, it would have been much worse than this was, because Joe Montana was a four-time Super Bowl winner when he got traded. So um, it just we didn't have that. You're making me read things that I can't read, especially on my watch.
Too bad. Try to read it
Okay, I
to
just did.
yourself.
Yeah, thank you,
No problem.
smart ass. That's my co-host. Uh,
I'm smart. You're the ass.
we just lost like about 50 people. It's all good. So I want to get your thoughts, and we'll come back to Trey Lance in a bit. What do you think is going on with the big boy Bosa, man? Are you concerned now, or are you like,
I am not concerned. I think he is signed in. That's right, Dina. Always.
back up each other, women?
I think he is signed in the next few days.
What now? Okay, what makes you feel that way?
Well, I've been thinking that he's going to sign after preseason anyway. Um,
Do you
that's
think he?
just
Do you
the
think he's
inkling that I
already?
have.
Do you think he's already signed, but because of this whole situation with Trey Lance, he wants his own time, his own window. He's like, do not announce me coming back right now through the midst of this shit.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. Because if I was
Why
him, I
would
would be like, yeah, no, I want my own party.
I mean he is gonna get it. I mean, if he was already signed, I'm sure we would have heard about it days ago, weeks ago. Um, I had thought that too, that maybe he was already signed, but then also, the other side of me is like, oh, he'll sign in the next few days. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Now we're looking forward to um, what do you call it? To the this game at 7 o'clock. Do you think Brock will play a little bit?
Yeah, I think a majority of the starters are going to play. Um, it'll be good to see, but hopefully no injuries. What do you think?
Yeah. Just I just want to clarify real quick, or not clarify, but remind people that might have just came on. I don't have my glasses on, and I'm using my phone to go live. As you can tell, I'm in my car. I can't read the comments at all. They're too small, and without my glasses, I can't read it. So if I don't respond, if I say something and I don't respond to whatever I said, if you made a comment, please don't take it personal. It's not that I'm avoiding any of you. I just can't read right now. Well, I can't read anytime, but right now I can't see the letters. So please don't take nothing personal. Um, if you want to reach out to me on Messenger and send me the same message, I'll be happy to reply. I rushed out of the house without my glasses, and that was not too smart of me. So my apologies for that. But I wanted to clarify that. I'm pretty sure people are like, he's not answering my question. I don't even know if you guys are saying that, but if you are, that's the reason why I'm not responding. Not that I'm avoiding. I really can't see the damn thing. I'm pressing on names, but I can't read what you guys say. So my
Yeah, and
apologies
I
for
don't
that.
have that capability to bring them up either.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm gonna have to
I'm
talk to
kind of just
Brandon about that. Um,
reading as they appear
Pop up. Okay, so
appropriate, I should say.
yeah, I can't tell whether they're appropriate. I just can't see them. But never the case. I just wanted to clarify that. But listen, I think they're gonna play Rock for a series. Kind of get him tuned up. Um, and then and I believe it's going to be Sam Donald as the backup, and then they're going to finish the game with Brandon Allen, of course, now. And I want to see um, the kid. What's his name? The tackle from he was I can't think of his name. Kalia Davis.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about Kalia Davis. I've been hearing that he's been looking really good. He's just been hurt. I cannot wait to see what Kalia Davis um, is going to do tonight.
Ty just said that he thinks Brandon is Beto's imaginary friend. He mentions him, but we never see him.
Say that again.
Ty thinks that Brandon is your imaginary friend. You mention him, but we never see him.
Wow, Ty. You don't see my boy Brandon? I'm going to tell Brandon, bro, from Forever Faithful podcast. I'm going to tell him, hey, bro, even when you're live with us, when you're live with me and Dion and Christian, Ty doesn't see you because you're Italian. Ah, just kidding. I love Ty, man. Me and Ty don't see a lot of things eye to eye on Twitter, but I love Ty, man. Ty's very passionate. But once I was told by a little birdie from New Jersey, blonde female, that Ty likes to be a troll, it made things so much simpler. And because
He can. Ty can be a troll. I love
I
Ty.
thought Ty was being
Ty's great.
and Ty, don't take this personal. I thought you were being an SOB, but once I told you were just trolling, I'm like, okay. I do that, so I understand correct now. Okay. So I lowered my expectations. I love Ty though. Ty's the man. Ty's the guy, man. I don't even know why I'm trying to read that. It's such a habit to try to read the comments. All I see is everything.
Dina
Yeah, I'm not.
Dina said, "Damn, Beto, can't see, can't get prepared on time. What's up, bro? But I do love that hat."
Thank you. I'm old. I need glasses. This is my first year that I need glasses. I'm 53. So for 52 years, I did, well, no, for 51 years, I did not need glasses. I got it at 52. So I did pretty good. All my family got their glasses in their 20s. So I lasted pretty good. Um, I still have full set. I mean, I shave, but you can see my hair's growing back. I got to shave it again, but I got a full set of hair. I only shave because I like to be bald, not because I can't grow my hair. And I'm not talking negative to anybody that can't. But I have a Apache Indian in me. My dad's Apache, and so from my grandma's side, and then Mexican from my dad's side, and the hair has never been an issue. But the you know the eyesight, yeah, it finally went. And I remember when I first got those glasses put on, I'm like, holy shit, everything was 3D. I put them on, the letters get about this big. I take them off, the letters get about this small. I'm like, this is what my wife went through with changing her glasses. But you know what, guys? Jess, I just want to see Kalia Davis play tonight. I want to see. I believe Dre Jackson might play tonight for
You
the
read
first
my
time. A
mind. I
little,
was just about to say that.
and I'm excited about. I'm excited. I know we got lost in the whole Trey Lance thing, but there's so many things to talk about other than just Trey. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Trey, but there's other parts of this team. And I want to see Kalia Davis. I want to see Dre Jackson. I want to see more of Austin, Houston. Because guess what?
Austin Bryant.
Austin Bryant. Oh my God. Can you, okay. Thank you. Austin Bryant. What did I say?
Austin
Houston, huh?
Houston.
Yeah. That's not glasses. That's not old. That's just me not being smart. We'll chuck it at that. But um, at the end of the day, bro, I just want to see the team do well. I want to see this backup how they're going to do. Because after this game, guess what's happening? We're going to cut down a lot of players and we're going to build our 53-man roster. And it's going to
Tuesday
be,
is the deadline.
yeah, Tuesday is the deadline. And next week, we're going to talk about that for sure. But I want to see Kalia Davis show out because I'll be honest with you, if I had to choose between Kalia Davis or um, number 99, I forgot his name already. That's how much he means to me.
Kinlaw.
Kinlaw. If I had to choose between Kinlaw and Kalia Davis, I would like to pick Kalia Davis because I believe we've already seen what we have in Kinlaw. We don't know what we have in Kalia Davis. I want to see him completely healthy. I heard he's about 315 pounds. He's a big man, and I heard he has a lot of passing rush ability. So hopefully he'll have a good night tonight. Who are you looking forward to seeing tonight in this game?
I would like to see the secondary. I think I'm going to agree with Dina on this one. I'm going to go with Ronnie Bell and the secondary.
Oh, Ronnie
I
Bell,
yeah,
yes.
he's shown definite flashes, and I like that, and definitely want to see the secondary for sure.
Yeah. Um, I don't know about our free agent that we brought in, Isaiah Oliver. I don't know if he's going to make the team. He really is going to have to play very well tonight to make this team. I know he's a big body, and I know they brought him in particularly when we go against the tight ends or the fullbacks, but in certain packages. But it seems like if Ember Thomas continues to play the way he's been playing, he's going to be kicked outside next to Ward, and they're going to bring Lenore inside. And that pretty much says that they're not going to keep Isaiah Oliver. So I hope Isaiah can step in and show something tonight. Uh, uh, I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen.
mean he hasn't been doing too well. Um, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I do have from, our show the other night, the East Coast Red and Gold podcast, I do have him making the team. I actually don't have Javon Kinlaw making the team.
Okay. You know what? I haven't seen anything about Robert Beal. Do you think they're trying to stash him in the practice squad, and so they're not showing too much of him, or do you
Yeah, I
think
think
he's
so.
just been hurt?
No, I think they're trying to stash him on the practice squad. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't going to make it to the practice squad because everybody has their eyes open for who we release.
Seattle.
Yeah, especially them.
It sounds like
So
Seattle has
we'll
somebody
see what
just always
happens.
watching us.
Yeah, but they're not the only ones. I mean, we
No,
are
you're right.
Super Bowl favorites, so 31 other teams are watching us.
Now, Dina brought up Ronnie Bell from the Wolverine um, for Michigan. He's been playing exceptional well. He's been very impressive. Yes, he had two balls, two drops, two costly drops. But hey, when Jerry Rice, and again, I'm not comparing him to Jerry Rice. I'm just saying that when Jerry Rice first came in this first year, he struggled. And this is why I still want to give Cameron Latu a chance because Jerry Rice struggled. He couldn't hold on to the ball. He kept dropping him. And they had an interview with him not too long ago. And they asked him, do you remember those struggles? He goes, yeah. He goes, I wanted to do too much. I wanted to prove to the team that I was the right choice when they took me. And I was thinking too much. I was trying to do too much, and because of that, I was dropping balls. And it wasn't until I kind of collected myself the next year. And the rest is history with Jerry Rice, right? Uh, for Cameron Latu, I think he'll develop that catching. I think he'll catch up with his catching part as it is for Ronnie Bell. I think this kid is special. This guy's going to be a great route around slot receiver. They can be used on the outside. They can, get us some deep balls. I mean, especially with Gray being out injured and Ray, I think this really opens the doors for Ronnie Bell to get in. And I really like Tay Martin too. T.Y. Martin or Tay or whatever. Tay Martin, I
Tay
think it's
Martin.
Tay.
Yep.
Yeah, Martin. I like what he's been doing. I also like Chris
Conley.
Conlon. Thank you. He's been doing good. He's old, a little bit older, but he's been really good. Sneed has been. I think Sneed and Tay Martin can be sneaked back to the practice squad. I don't know if Chris Conley would want to go to the practice squad. Do you think they let him go, or do you think they keep him?
I think they keep him. I actually have Ayuk, Debo, Jennings, Bell, and Conley as my receivers because Gray and um, Ray are going to start off on IR.
But they have to be on the roster, right? They have to be. They have to count against. So they have to be part of the 53, even though they are on IR. Correct?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive.
I thought that even though they're on the IR, they still have to count against the 53. So
No,
if they
because
if they go with six, if they go with six,
when somebody comes off of IR, somebody is always released.
okay. So and now IR is not 6 months, 6 weeks. It's what, 3 weeks?
Maybe.
We'll see. So you have four. I think you name. Well, no, did you name five? You said Debo,
I named
you,
five.
Jennings, Conley, and
Ronnie
Bell.
Bell. Yep, I named five.
So who would that six? Do you think they always go with
Right.
six?
Ty said players on the IR do not count against a 53-man roster.
Okay.
Because every
So
time somebody comes off of IR, they always say, and to make room for that person, we
they're gonna have to
release.
cut somebody.
Boom.
Okay.
Right.
And are we sure that they're gonna put them on IR, both of them?
Probably. I would think so.
Is it so? If it counts against the rosters because they don't want to put them on IR, especially if they'll be available for week 2, correct?
Right.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right, thank you, Ty. Who brought it up?
Ty did.
Okay, thank you, Ty, for that. Appreciate that. So the defense is what I want to see. I want to see. Man, I want to see Elijah Mitchell just stay healthy for a whole year.
I do
Can you
too.
imagine him and CMC, the damage they can do as a team?
Yeah.
Why do you think he can't stay healthy? It can't just be
And
coincidence, or
it's just that's how it is, it's just bad luck.
yeah, it is. But it sucks because I really would like to see Elijah Mitchell. Really, I think Elijah Mitchell will be a great addition if he stays healthy to Brock Purdy, the young quarterback. The more you can help your quarterback out, the better. And
Right.
I really think that I think Steve Young said it on KNBR, or I forgot where he went on, or I think it was on what's his name, on the Eisen show. Uh, he said that, does he think that Brock will ever be like a superstar quarterback? Probably not. But does he think that Brock Purdy can win us multiple Super Bowls based on the way the team is developed and built? He thinks he can. Do you agree with that assessment or no?
Say it one more time. Sorry, I was reading the comments.
Steve Young came on the Eisen show and said that he doesn't believe that Brock will ever be that the quarterback like Josh Allen, the Patrick Mahomes, but he's good enough to win multiple Super Bowls, especially the way the roster is built around him.
Well, last time I checked, football was a team sport. So the team will win the Super Bowl. Just like, Ty just said Brock Purdy doesn't need help. He scores 33 points and wins games. Just like the team scores 33 points and wins
See,
games.
I don't know if that's a statement that he's for Brock or if he's being a troll right there and being sarcastic.
I
I don't know how to take that,
love Ty.
Ty, because I don't know if he's preaching truth or if he's being sarcastic. That's a bad reputation to have, Ty. I don't know how to read you, my friend. Damn you, Ty. Uh, and it doesn't help that I can't read it myself. But what?
I wonder if you know what, I wonder if CMC is going to play tonight. I mean, I know it was said that like a bunch of the starters are going to play.
No, he won't play. He's never played in a preseason game. Why start now?
That's true.
Not for Carolina, not for us. And
That's true.
God forbid we lose him right before we go into Pittsburgh. No,
Yeah, we
no.
don't need
We need
that.
to see more of Elijah Mitchell. And let's be honest, we got to see more of TDP. Is TDP going to make the team? Because he hasn't really shown much.
I actually do have him as making the team.
Is it by default? Because who's being who are right now? Who's all they cut the undrafted Laborn,
Yeah,
whatever his name is.
LeBorn. Yeah.
So who is our running backs? It's I'm not going to. Elijah Mitchell and CMC are locks at 1 and 2.
There's JP
Even
Mason, TD Price.
that's it. And
Yeah.
they normally keep 4 running backs. So are they going
And
to
don't
keep him by
forget Juice.
default? Who? Well, Juice.
Juice.
He's yeah, but he's not. You know, he's the fullback.
I know, but
Uh,
I put him in there as well.
because they'll keep 4 running backs even when Juice is there. So um, maybe that's why they're not concerned. They're like, there's nobody behind him beating him out. I still want to see TDP play better though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he can do much better than what he's doing. Would you
It,
trust him to win you a game?
who? TDP?
TDP, yeah.
Um, yeah, I think so. Same thing with Mason. Mason had a lot of good breakout runs last season. David Villa's in the house.
What's up, Dave? That's my boy right there. My boy David Villa. What's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Sorry I can't read your comments. I got to go with um. Oh, I just pressed on somebody. Who did I press on?
Dawn.
What's up, Don? Okay, stop pressing. Um, but that's what I'm looking to see tonight. I want to see Kalia Davis, Drake Jackson do their thing. I would love to see Mason and TDP do their thing tonight. In the secondary, I want to see Isaiah Oliver hopefully step up and showcase what he can do. And then I want to see more of what's his name from Purdue, Jalen Graham. I think this
Yeah.
kid has been really heading in the right direction. I think he's been playing really, practicing and playing well. They gave him the dot last week against the Broncos, and he did pretty good. I think they might do the same again today. Once they pull out Fred Warner, I think they're going to put Graham in there with the dot on the helmet as a middle linebacker, and I would like to see, and I would like to see Winters, see how he
Mhm.
does, and it's going to be interesting. I wonder if they're going to trade what's his name, the other linebacker, either Burks or uh, Foles, and trying to get something for them before the deadline because they
Yeah,
can't
I don't
keep them
know.
all.
Let me
I know
see.
last year we traded a linebacker. I think the Niners might, if they can't get a trade partner, they might do the same thing. Even if you get a
I
6 or a
actually
7, it's better than nothing.
I have them keeping Warner, Greenlaw, D Winters, Jalen Graham, and Oren Burks.
Okay, and Aaron Burks mostly because of special teams.
Right.
Okay,
Dawn says she has a migraine, but the girl said hello.
What's up, girls? Sorry about the migraine. Those are terrible. Oh, I hate those. Those are
Yeah, they
terrible.
suck.
It's just you close your eyes, the light hurts, the noise hurts. The fact that you're in here in this chat with that migraine, girl, you are special. My little sis, man. I love her so much. She's a great mother, a great wife to her husband, and I say great wife because he's a Raider fan, and you know, and she's still stuck with him. So that's a great woman right there. She knows I'm messing about her husband, but she's definitely a great mother. She does so much activities with her kids. It's great what she does, man. So, as we come to a close, since I can't read these comments, is there anything you want to add to tonight's show? Anything that we you think we missed on?
No, I think we covered everything. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us, the Niners Now podcast, as well as our individual channels. Mine, the East Coast Red and Gold podcast, and Beto's Niner Sickness podcast. We really appreciate everybody coming through. I know it was a slow news day today, but
Very slow.
we try to keep you guys entertained. Christian Carver says, "Did you see where the Arizona Cardinals traded Isaiah Simmons to the Giants, and the Cardinals are
Man,
getting a 7th-round pick of it?"
you want
Yeah, not
you
worried
want
about
to
that trade.
you want to laugh?
What's that?
I just realized I look like a pervert. There's little kids swimming. I have this a swimming pool right across from me, and I'm holding my phone so I can see you and trying to read the comments. And it looks like I'm recording from my car. These kids. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see what I see.
Oh my
And it
god,
just
I
dawned on
can't.
me, holy shit! I should have sat. I got two cars. I should have sat in the car behind this one instead of this
Oh
one.
boy. Next time, just stay in the house. I like hearing the birds.
You don't mind the birds?
No, I told you I didn't mind the birds.
Really?
Sometimes I like the birds better than you.
Oh wow! Tell me how you really feel. But
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
I'm so hurt.
Sure you
Um,
are.
yeah, sure I am. Let's see here. Hey, I would like my birds over me too. I don't blame you. I love my birds over me too. I love my birds, but maybe I will do it from the inside if you guys don't mind the birds. At least in the inside, I can see everything better.
Yeah, at least
And
you
the
have your
internet's
glasses on.
better. And it would
And
have to
guys,
be
you know
my.
what? Enjoy the game tonight.
It's hot.
Um, it's so late. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast, but that's all right.
I keep
Um,
forgetting you're over there and not over
yeah,
here.
enjoy it. It's the dress rehearsal, final preseason game. Then we're days away from week one. See, everyone says the birds are fine.
Okay. So next show that I'll go on next Friday, I'll do it from inside the house. Then I just started doing it here because it was quiet. The birds are not you know are not chirping away because they talk more when I talk. So when I'm not talking, they're quiet, but they hear my voice and so they want to communicate back with me. So they're chirping. I got four of them, and I got two of them in one room, and I got two of them in the other room. And so when one pair hears the other pair, they start talking to each other. They're trying to out talk and they get loud. So, but if you guys don't mind the birds temporarily, I would definitely do it um, from inside next Friday. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Sorry for the inconvenience of not reading the comments as I normally do. That will get resolved next Friday since you guys will be hearing the birds and I can be reading the comments and I can definitely bring them up. Continue to support my channel, support Jess's channel, and because I'm using the software temporarily for my friend Brandon, my imaginary friend, according to Ty, um, support his channel too. Forever Faithful podcast. Go support his channel because he makes it available for me to use this platform while I'm getting a new computer, uh, if I ever get one. But he's allowed me to use this platform for now. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you
Go
guys
Niners.
next Friday. Go Niners. Peace. Now, where's the button to turn this off? I can't see. Wave, everybody. Oh my God. Is it this one?
We still live.